This segment of the news is brought to you by Smitty's Cards and Coins. Would you like to know what your collectibles are worth? Come by 2281 Postal Road, Unit 4, across from the post office.
The Hippie Connection, or THC for short, is open for business. The shop is located at the corner of Gamebird and Pahrump Valley Boulevard.
Well, we have a variety of things. We have been here since 2002 and finally decided we should get a store.
You have like handmade soaps, CBD oils,
Incense, lotion, and I do my own tie-dye shirts.
You've been selling them kind of like at different events around town, having booths and stuff, but now you've actually got a storefront.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we used to do the fall festival. We were always down at the VFW, and then we've just got tired of the lugging everything around, so we decided to get a store.
So it's become very popular, hasn't some of your products?
Very popular.
Yeah.
They just love the soaps and the incense they do, and the lotions are nice, makes you nice and soft. And then the new shirts that we have, though, the people are going to love them because there's not one of them that are the same.
Yeah. And we got a variety of glass pipes and glassware.
Lots of items in the store. Where are you guys at?
We're at 1201 East Gamebird at the corner of Pahrump Valley and Gamebird.
You're having an opening tomorrow?
Yes, we are. There'll be some vendors here. It's going to be between 8 and 2. And so there's going to be a variety of things.
Even some representatives from Pets Are Worth Saving?
Yes, Teresa will be here.
So what hours is the store going to be open?
We're looking at 11 to 3 right now and see how that goes.
So one part is the Hippie Connection, but the other part's going to be Operation Helping America?
Yes, we decided to go ahead and open a thrift store up to bring in more money to help out the DAV vans and the vets that are homeless and stuff, so they can get a little bit more help than they have been getting.
So you'll be taking in items as well for the thrift store?
Yes, we'll be taking in donations, clothes and books and shoes, but we have to be careful we don't get too many big items. But otherwise, we're going to take in whatever we can get.
So is the thrift store going to be open tomorrow?
Yes, we'll be open tomorrow, and we're going to have a
Booth set up for...
And we're going to have shoes for $1 a pair. If anybody wants some old VHS tapes, they're 50 cents a piece. We have what we call
Cram a bag full for $2.
Of clothes.
Of clothes.
This is where Sniffany's used to be, right here, in case anybody doesn't know where you guys are at. And so right here in this little shopping mall, come on by to the Hippie Connection.
Yes, come and see us. Tomorrow at 8 o'clock, we'll be here.
And here's Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Tapping our news, questions about Caterpillar intensify after a surprise raid in a corporate office in Peoria, Illinois. Reports say it could be connected to the company's Swiss tax strategy. Caterpillar SARL is based in Geneva, and according to a 2009 federal wrongful termination lawsuit brought on by a former employee, the company allegedly shifted profits from spare parts in what's being called a Swiss structure, saving Caterpillar millions of dollars. Federal officials searched the Peoria premises Thursday. The company is cooperating. Cat shares fell $4. It's been 44 years since so few Americans have filed for unemployment benefits. Jobless claims fell last week by 19,000 to 223,000. That is the lowest level since 1973. Last week's decline was also the largest this year.
Thanks, Angela. Well, there's an inexpensive test that just might save your life. News 46 caught up with cardiologist Dr. Tali Arik.
We know what causes artery blockage disease. We call that coronary disease. That's what leads to a heart attack where the artery's clogged, closes off, causes damage to the heart muscle. How do you detect that early? Well, stress tests are very valuable, but they don't actually look at plaque. You have to have really advanced disease, 70 to 90% artery blockage before that's going to show up on a stress test. So we treat people to prevent disease based on our perception, based on calculation of their risk, and they're treated with anti-cholesterol drugs based on that. Wouldn't it be great if we had a test that you could do that was simple, no risk, very low radiation, that would tell you with certainty whether you've got early buildup or not? Because wouldn't you want to know, gee, do I have this, and therefore what can I do to keep it from getting worse?
Yes, I would love to know that.
And what if your doctor instead says, gee, you have a high cholesterol, family history, you need to take 3 different medicines to get your cholesterol down, but your question is, gee, but what if I don't have the disease? Then why do I need to take these medicines? Yeah. Wouldn't you want a test that would tell you that?
Yeah, and I hear that we have a new machine here.
We do.
Tell me about it.
So coronary calcium scoring is a technique that's been out for 20 years. And the score is called the Agatston score, named after Dr. Agatston. And the amount of calcium plaque in that artery correlates with your likelihood to have a heart attack over time. That test is really the equivalent of what I would call a mammogram of the heart, because you're getting preventive information. Very low X-ray exposure. It's one of the least exposures of any test. It's equivalent to roughly 10 chest X-rays, whereas, for example, a CT scan is equivalent to about 200 chest X-rays. That's the difference. So no risk to the test. You see how much plaque there is in the artery. You can quantitate it, and then you can make a determination as to whether your patient even has early disease or how advanced the disease is.
How can a person get one of these tests?
It's actually very simple. You don't even need to see a doctor to get this test. This is one of the few things a patient can have without a doctor's order. The best way to do this is to call our office, 775-751-7100, and say, hey, I'd like to get a coronary calcium test done. I can just give the order. They go to Desert View Hospital. It takes 3 minutes to do this test. There's no IV needed, nothing, and it's a $49 cash pay test. Most insurances actually do not cover this because traditionally in the United States, insurance does not cover tests that are involved with preventing disease. Mammography is one exception to that. Colonoscopy is an exception, but the vast majority of tests in the United States are not covered when they are ordered for preventive purposes. That's why the test is priced very low.
After the break, we're going to tell you about an open house that's happening tomorrow.